Hey there you guys, welcome back. Today we're going to look at this Psychopsis Orchid. The butterfly orchid, I do believe the common name is. It's been growing really well. The only thing is, it really hasn't been giving me any new growth. However, I did get this new flower spike, as you could probably see, just meandering its way up. I don't know how. Maybe it's because it's inside and it's trying to go towards the light. So every time I clip it in, it veers off, so it's like a zigzag flower spike, which is kind of fun and interesting. But the one that came with the plant originally is nice and straight, and it really doesn't need any staking. It's just it's nice. For a while, usually these plants, well, they're sequential bloomers. So usually once one of the blooms finish, it starts producing the next bloom in line. So usually you're about a month, maybe a month and a half without a bloom. But this one here, I think it stopped producing buds for a little while this flower spike was in process. I'm noticing now that at the top here, I'll bring you in a little closer, the top here has a bud that's developing. I can see the coloration starting in the bud. This one doesn't have a bud that's developing yet. It's still working its way up. And I did notice, and I'm very excited about it, I've been saying, ooh, there's no new growth, there's no new growth. I've had this for, I don't know, I'm going to say 6 or 8 months. And it's just now starting to put out some new growth. So I'll bring you in and I'll show you that. Yeah. I really like this plant. Unfortunately, mine doesn't have the variegated leaf or the mottled leaf like many of yours. I wish it was mottled. I really like the mottled leaf variety. But maybe one day I can add that one to my collection. But right now, I've got what I got, and I like it. So come on in closer. We'll look at the new growth, and we'll look at the flower bud. Well, there's the flower bud. I don't know whether you can see it, but there's some mottling of the within the bud. Let me go around. There, you can kind of see it. And now let's follow it down. Oh, let's look at the other flower spike. See how it zigzags all the way down? It's kind of wonky and crazy. Very cool. Let's spin this around. I don't know whether you'll be able to get a good look at the new growth. The new growth is right in here at the top of my finger, or underneath my finger. I don't know whether you can see that. This is grown in moss. I'd like to transplant it out of moss, but the way that I water this, I wait until the plant is completely dry, and then I will water it, and then let it drain completely, and then water it again when it becomes completely dry. I don't want to keep the roots moist. This is a problem too. The pseudobulbs are right against the moss surface, and whenever I water, the water seems to have salt deposits that sit on the plant. So I'll have to work at maybe getting that off. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but it's probably something that should get done. I'm actually surprised that I haven't gotten crown rot with these, because the moss doesn't drain as quickly as maybe bark would, and the water sits on there for, I don't know, maybe a minute before it drains away. But I guess that's why. If anything does sit in there, I will remove it with a paper towel. But everything seems to be growing just fine. Again, I've got new growth. I don't know if it's another flower spike or whether it's new leaves. I'll keep you updated on that. But so far, the Psychopsis is doing really well for me. It's a very interesting plant to grow. Anyway, happy growing. Send me some photos of your Psychopsis. I know that there's different varieties with different colors. I haven't seen them, but I've seen them in pictures. I would love to see it if you guys have something different. Anyway, happy growing everyone, and I'll talk to you soon. I wanted to take you in and show you some photos of some beautiful orchids. I really had an interesting time there.
bought some things. I'll show you that.